Fix my nose ring. Make sure people can hear me. Hi, Nancy. Can you hear me? Hi, Vanessa. If you guys can hear me, can you let me know? Because I'm not using my microphone today. Oh, sweet. All right. Cool, 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 cool. All right. I had to change up my setting a little bit because I feel like this is just easy for everybody to see the wig. Okay, round 2 is Zia. We're going to make this work. We are going to make it work. Hi, Vanessa and Nancy are here. Hi, doll. Ms. Wonderful's here. All right, I figured out, so this is what I've done to her since yesterday. I fixed the parting because the parting was off for me a little bit, so I fixed the parting. I laid that down again, and I clipped a little bit of the lace back, just a little bit, and now we're gonna go in and do the waves. So I think then we will be able to fix her right up. So the thing, when I put heat on wigs, especially if I'm going to put this much heat, I need 2 things. I need, I'm going to use this Beyond the Zone Turn Up the Heat flat ironing spray. And I'm going to use this Aussie Free Spray, but I'm going to try to use this Got to Be Glued Up because there's not much more in here, and I'm not really feeling it. I feel like the nozzle gets clogged too easy. Oh, I did put powder in the part, so I feel like where you put the, a lace part or a lace front. Okay, so for first-time wig wearers, I'm personally partial to a lace parting wig, and it's because you don't need to mess with the lace or anything like that. And if you get the right one, I have a whole lace parting playlist. Sometimes I think they're just easier because they're just quick. So at first, I feel like, especially if you're just starting with wigs, just to get used to like wearing the wig, like, and just getting comfortable wearing a wig and just all that jazz. There's so many really great lace parting wigs. Like I said, I have a whole playlist. You can check those out. I really like the ones from Free Tress Equal. I feel like somebody just asked me this too. There was a wig that I just reviewed that was a lace parting that I was surprised. It's one of the reviews I did in the last 2 weeks, but I will, when I go back and put everything in the description box for this live, I'll go and find it, and then I'll add in the lace parting playlist and everything like that. But you can't go wrong with the lace partings from Free Tress Equal or Model. Way too funny. Hello. Okay, so let's start with one side first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this flat iron spray like all over. And no, it's not hair, but it is fiber. So we still want to protect it. And I'm just going to like finger my hands through here just to comb it sort of through. And then I'm going to take the front sections first. One of the big things about putting, like, if you're going to change the natural wave of a synthetic wig, you have to do a few things to make sure that that happens. Oh, you really want this unit? I'm starting to love her more and more. I am going to actually do a video. Oh, y'all can see my bra like I'm some kind of, I'm going to do a video on pros and cons of 360 lace wigs or free parting wigs, not just 360. Oh, that's the other thing that I did. I actually cut the lace back all the way around. It was actually it was part of the reason why it was so tight. because the lace, you know, doesn't have as much give. So that really helped. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I have a whole goblet. I have this thing for antiques. I have a whole goblet full of these clips. So we're going to need them. And I'm going to take this one right here. And what I'm going to do is I can already feel it has the freeze spray stuff on it. So I'm going to try it first with a flat iron, and then if not, I'm going to use my curling iron. But what I'm going to do is, oh, my flat iron's not on. Never mind. This flat iron is so annoying. Like, it'll just turn off sometimes for no reason. Okay, flat iron doesn't want to play with us, so let's do curling wand. This is my favorite curling wand in the world. This is from Remington, and no joke, I got it from the Goodwill for like 99 cents, and I use it in every single video. It's like the best thing I've ever had. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this curling wand, and I'm just going to do this like loose situation here, and then leave it on just for a second. I'm actually going to leave the end straight, and then what I like to do is loosen it and just pull this out, and don't touch it, okay? Like, leave it be. And then I'm going to go through and just spray it with hairspray quick, and then I'm going to go through and do it section by section like that. All right, so whilst I am doing that, what do we want to talk about? So lace part or lace front. If you're going to get a lace front and you're a beginner, I would not suggest getting one like this that's a 360 lace, because they do take, and when I say 360 lace, this means this has lace all the way around. However, any free parting where the lace is not just in the part and in the front, if it's like, it could be like a 4x4, a 6x6, a 13x6, those do take a little bit of extra work. I'm just going to be honest with you. They take some playing around. Once you get them to where you want them, they're amazing. But until then, it can be frustrating. I think if you're brand new to wigs, it's just too much hoopla to be messing around with. So I would say if you're going to get a lace front, just get a regular lace front. Don't get a free parting lace front. All right, so I need to, ooh, literally just spray myself in my, oh, my eyelashes. I was like, did I just glue my eye shut? My eyelash glue wasn't dry. I'm a hot mess. And then the other advice I would say is, you could get one of the newer ones, like the, you know, the Sensationals What Lace or the Janet Collection. Well, no, Sensational What Lace, that's a free parting too. Like the Janet Collection Brie I just reviewed, that has sort of like the pre-plucked hairline and all that. I find that could be helpful to newbies, just because you have more room to, when it's pre-plucked, it gives you a little bit more room in the front with to customize the hairline. Let me see if I have one. Okay. This one is from Harlem 125. It's one I'm going to be, now I've cut the lace back, but see, even though I've cut the lace off, there's still more lace to mess with, if you can see that. So I feel like those sort of pre-plucked ones are nice, just because then you have ways to like fix it if you mess up. Oh, you're done with the social distancing. You know what's funny? Like, I'm sort of fine with it, just because, you know, I have my son and everything. But today, I don't know, this morning I hit the wall and I was like crying. I was having a hot minute this morning. Yeah, my cousin and I, though, like, we've met in a parking lot, like, staying far away, but, like, we've met in a parking lot to, like, hang out and talk and just see each other's faces. So, like, stuff like that is nice to do here and there. Oh, yeah, if I lived alone, it would be cute for a hot minute. Like, it's cute where you're like, oh, I'm gonna get so much done, I don't have to worry about this or that, and then you're like, look. But I also am someone that sits in their room all the time putting on wigs, so it's not like, oh, who knows? Excuse me. Yeah, the social distancing is difficult, but we will all look back at this time. It's going to change a lot of things for us in general. But I do think it helps you appreciate a lot more, and sometimes we need you know, we need a reminder. Okay, so are there other questions that we have? Because, I'm just going to be here doing this. All right, so the other tip in terms of, so this is looking cute, but the other tip is the fact that you don't want to brush this out until it's cooled down, because essentially you've changed the texture of the fiber, and you don't want to touch it until it's cooled down, and then that's how the fiber is going to be. I need my bubbly. I don't drink a terrible ton. I don't have an issue with drinking or anything. I love bubbles, but my mom dropped me off on the porch. She made me some face masks, and she dropped stuff off on the porch. And she gave me a Truly lemon, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life. Do you think that you're a strict parent? Am I a strict parent? I mean, I'm stricter than most of the people I know. But I also feel like we're too lax as parents. I mean, that's just my 2 cents. It depends. There's certain things I'm not strict on, but like, for instance, like, you know, my son made this comment one time about getting an allowance, and I'm like, you're allowed to live here. That's your allowance. Your grades, and, you know, help me out around the house. And I guess I feel like probably am a strict parent, stricter than most, just because I am a single parent and I'm raising a boy, and I have this like really weird, it's not weird, I feel like I need to raise a man, and I was a therapist for kids for a long time, and I just feel like kids are just not respectful like they used to. I mean, I was a sassy kid, but I was sassy as I was going to my room. I'd be like, you can't tell me what to do, as I was going to my room. So, like, oh, that's too thick of a piece. So, like, it didn't really matter, because, like, yeah, I was sassy for, like, the 30 seconds it took me to go to my room. But in general, some of the ways that people, like, their kids talk to them, I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. It just wouldn't happen. It would not happen. Oh, thank you. You know, but I'm really weird about, like, I'm just big on respect. The way he talks to me, you know, he doesn't talk crazy to me. I've never been physical with my son, but he is probably afraid of me, just because, like, there's just certain things I don't take. And I'm like, if you're going to be, and my son's very polite, so don't get it that way. But I'm saying, even if I got, you know, the idea that he was not going to be, it's like, if you're going to talk crazy to your mom, the person that's there for you all the time, and the person that no matter if I'm mad or not, I'm still going to help you out. I'm still going to bail you out when you mess up, which you will mess up, because that's part of life. You can't talk crazy to the person that's going to be there for you. It's just not how it works. And expect them to continue to support you. I'm huge on lying. Like, I don't take lying for nothing from anybody. Because to me, you know, I told him one time, I said, you can earn all the money in the world. You can be dang Bill Gates. But, you know, if your word doesn't mean anything, then nothing you accomplish means anything, because nobody can trust you. And your word is your bond. Your word is who you are as a person. All right, let's leave this on B for a second, and let's go over here. So I'm big on that. I remember when he was younger, and he was probably like 6 or something, and he threw a toy at me. You know, kids do that. I told him to pick his toy up. He was mad, so he threw it at me. And I was like, okay, look, if you throw your toys at mom, you don't have toys. Everything you own is mine. So I took garbage bags into his room, and I literally bagged up his entire bedroom, the whole thing. I left him a mattress, and I put it by the back door, like where the garbage was. Like, I didn't throw it out, but I left it there for like 2 days. And I said, if you throw toys at mom, you don't have any toys. You don't have stuff. If you have enough stuff to throw at your mom, you don't have nothing. Nothing. So, I mean, yeah, in that respect. But, you know, you have to change your tactics. My son's 15, and it's scary because, I don't know. First of all, I don't want to lose my kid. I don't want to lose into some nonsense. I don't want him to make some stupid mistake. It's not like when I was 15 where you could actually make a mistake at 15 and live to tell about it. It's like nowadays, some of the mistakes these kids are making are for life. and, you know, you got drugs and things like that. Now my son's really adamant against that, you know, because it's a slightly different generation, but I mean, it only takes one bad influence, one bad time to be messing your whole life up. Be a parent, not a friend. I want to be the kind of parent that when you need a friend, I'm there, but when you need a parent, I'm there as well. And there's a difference, because there's certain things you're going to go through in life that your friends can't help you with. That's it. So yeah, so I guess I definitely am a stricter parent than most. But I also think parenting has laxed a little bit, so, you know, is what it is. I had a rough sort of situation growing up. I actually wasn't going to have children, and I was an older parent in terms of context. I was 27 when I had my son, so I don't know, I just take it super seriously. Like, what he does in his life is a reflection of me and my parenting, and I don't want to fail my child, and I don't want to set him up. I don't want to set him up to be a douche. I'm like, don't be a douche, please. But it's hard. It's hard to raise kids right now anyway. I think it's really, really hard to be a single parent, and I think it's even harder to be a single parent of an opposite sex child. Because there's just certain things, like, I don't know, you know, I see on his face like he's gonna have to shave soon. I'm like, I don't know what to tell him, you know, like, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff I've had to figure out on my own, so that's difficult. But I mean, he's my bud. I love him, and he's very sensitive and sweet and cares about people, so, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, my mom's around. My grandmother was kind of like my mother, though, and, you know, when I lost her, it was difficult, because I felt like I lost the one person that, like, understood me. I was weird from the door, and she just seemed to get that about me, and other people just didn't. Okay, so we're gonna spray this. Now that these have cooled, let's see what kind of, oop, that's the second time you saw me spray myself in the face. Well, I guess I don't need setting spray. I'm kidding. All right, so I'm gonna start brushing it from the bottom out, and just sort of, because they're all cooled. Oh, that's cute. I feel like I want to add just a little bit more. My mom just texted me, I am so happy. I wonder why. What's my zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces through and through and through and through and through. I even have, like, oh, you can't see my tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. So I have all my zodiac sign on my back. My whole back is done. That's me and my son right there. I'm a Pisces. And my son's a Leo, and I'm like 100% my sign, and so is he. Alright, I feel like I mean, it's definitely different. So this is it without the curl, or without the adding the waves, and this is with the adding the waves. Now remember, I only added it in the front. I'm just gonna add some waves here and there, and then I think she's kind of fixed up. So I'm so my sign, and like, it's weird because the Pisces is the last in the zodiac, and they're considered to be the one that is not fully here, because they are so close to the other side, whatever you feel the other side is. Because they're last in the zodiac, they're the closest to death in terms of whether we're talking about a physical death, more metaphorically, whatever. And so they tend to be really odd, just because they're not 100% like in this life. And not to be like weird, but I do have, like, I don't want to say I'm psychic, because I hate when people say that, but I do have premonition dreams a lot. Dreams to the fact that, like, I will say something to someone as if, because I really felt like we talked about it, and they're like, what are you talking about? I remember I had a friend, and I told her something, about somebody had done something to her, and I was like, "Man, that, that stinks because they just did that thing to you yesterday." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And did she not find out an hour later about the thing? And I already knew about it. Like, I'm like, she's like, "How did you know that?" I'm like, "You told me that yesterday." She's like, "No, I didn't." Um, so that happens to me a lot. Scorpios. What are Scorpios thing? I don't even know. They're not my perfect match, so outside of perfect match relationships, I don't pay attention to the zodiac signs. I know who I'm compatible with, and I know who I'm not compatible with. So yeah, you can see this is how I, put the loose waves in. And just the biggest tip is let the fiber dry. Let the fiber cool down before you touch it. Yeah, but I have some, oh my gosh, I have some really good videos coming up for you guys. We made it to 1,400 subscribers, so that's exciting. I want to say, I feel like in the summertime, this past summer, I was at 200 subscribers, so like that's cool. Okay, so let me let this, because it's still warm. Let me work on this side a little bit more. Then we're going to take her down and see if we have salvaged her. She didn't need much. I think the parting was part of it, and she just needed some of this back, some of that beachy wave situation that was already there. It needed to just be retrained. But can you see that coloring now? Like, look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. So this is a unit, now that I've gotten her together, I definitely suggest this unit, but I suggest it with caution. This isn't a unit you're going to get on Friday and wear Friday night. Like, you're going to need to put in a little bit of work. So that's something that's really important to keep in mind. Oh, and for all of you who've watched the video where I was talking about trying to tone a number 27 wig, I have all the stuff out there, and I have a couple different 27 wigs, so I am going to be doing that this weekend. So I'll get those filmed and up as soon as I can. It's kind of a multi-step process. And the other thing is, like, if you're not following me on Instagram, that's a good place to see. I often post pictures of wigs in natural lighting, for one. And two, I often post a review goes up. So my Instagram is Tia Maria Everyday. So that's a great place to follow me, for the in-between time stuff. I also am going to be adding channel memberships and going to do some like sort of personal wig coaching stuff. So you're going to see that come as well. Let me just put 2 more of these in, and then I think we can finish this wig up. Is there any other like video topics you want me to be filming or doing? Because the reviews are important, but the wig coaching part of my channel is what is important to me as well. Like, helping everybody become more comfortable and learn what they need to learn. Like, that's a major part of what my channel is. So, okay, so I'm going to take this clip out and oh yeah. All right, now I'm going to go take these clips out. These are still warm. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I need to. All right, let's see if. Now I feel like it looks more like the stock card. Sometimes the stock cards are so deceiving, but there have been times when the stock card's been so deceiving in like a good way, where I looked at the stock card, I'm like, this thing's ugly, and then I take it out and I'm like, well, I don't know what wig they were trying to film, but this is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna take my little round brush and just sort of brush through and, oh yeah, and do like this. Oh, about steaming, like steaming a wig. Tell her I saw her comment and I will read it and get to it in a little bit. I have not, but I would. I'm just not sure if I have a steamer, but I'm pretty positive my friend down the road does, and she can just leave it on my porch. Oh, you like it much better now, Nancy? I think so. I think it just needed a little bit of TLC. Speaking of TLC, do any of you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé? Like, I'm so obsessed with that show. It's unreal. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray this really quick just to, because I like the direction we're at. Okay, so let me just round brush this side, and then I think that we're done with her and that we saved her, because she was struggling for a second. She was struggling for a hot second. Round brushes are really like a good thing to have with wigs. Just because a lot of times, especially like shorter ones, you sometimes need to train how the curls are going. Because, you know, they sit in a package. Oh, Nancy, you watch it? Yeah. There's a new couple, baby girl Lisa, and she's from the place that I lived for like 20 years. I even, like, they showed her driveway. I'm like, I know exactly where she lives, which is so strange. And then I also knew where the girl, what was her name, that lived in Mechanicsburg. The one that married that like 21-year-old from Jamaica, which is stupid, whatever. I mean, I've been married 3 times and I can tell you that was not a good idea. Ashley, that was her name. Okay. All right, what do we think? Did we save her? Did we save the day? Soulja Boy! Like, come on, dude. First of all, you're not a boy. Second of all, no. Third of all, no. Oh, goodness gracious. They actually got married in real time. They're getting divorced now, but they did get married. I hope I didn't spoil anything, but it's like all over the Instagram. I said the Instagram like I'm elderly. The Instagram. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, Nancy. Sorry, I'm sorry. I watch these YouTube channels that cover like the gossip real time. So I know who's together, who's not together. I won't spoil it for you. I'm horrible. You're about the same age as me, or the same age as baby girl Lisa? That's horrible. Baby girl Lisa. All right. All right, so let's vote. What do we think? Better, not better? Well, if you're the same age as me, you're awesome. All right, so I think we salvaged her. What do we think? I'm much happier with it. Oh, crap. I was supposed to put it in a top knot, and I didn't. Oh, well, I'll have to come back and put it in a top knot when I do the update video. But for now, I think this is how she would look if you put a little time and effort into her. Yeah, she's pretty. So this is what I call it the Instagram too. I didn't even mean to call it the Instagram. I don't even know. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave her like this. And then when I film the update, I'll put her up in the top knot. But I kind of like her like this now that I've fixed her up. So I'm not quite too worried about that. This shirt has a button at the back. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, peppers. All right, well, sorry, my throat. It does look better. Sometimes it's just where the part is, adding a little bit of pizzazz. So I think overall this is a really cute wig. The texture is nice. I really love the coloring. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, thank you so much for coming to my live. I will be having another live next week. I'm not sure. Do you guys kind of, I'll put a poll up, but do you like just doing a live wig review and then answering like random questions? Like that's totally fine with me. I'd love to do that. I'm gonna go and tone some wigs and see what happens and then let you know. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that the social distancing isn't, I know the color is bomb, isn't really getting to you too much. I still want, I almost want to stay on and do the top knot now, but no, I'm gonna leave it be because it looks cute. And if I do the top knot, then I'll have to go to and put more waves in. So I'll do that on my own time, not on your time. Yeah. Yeah, I can't with this color. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, yes, for sure. Okay, we're gonna stop there for today, but I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope to see you in my next live. Please put any suggestions, you know, I'll take any suggestions of what you want to see. And yeah, thank you so much. I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Okay, bye.